Remember, my patrons got to see previews and work in progress shots of this figure as I made it. If you want to join them, all you gotta do is contribute at least $1. The link is in the description below. Hey out there, this is Wakeangel2K1, and I remember saying that my next Legend of Zelda custom was going to be Daruk, but I couldn't find an appropriate base figure to make for him just yet. So we're going to do something else, and then hopefully get back to Daruk pretty soon. So this one is going to be Impa. Now Impa's been in quite a few games, not just Hyrule Warriors, but also, you know, Breath of the Wild had Old Lady Impa. She was in Skyward Sword, where she was like super tall Impa. She was in the Oracle's games, and this is probably her most famous incarnation, Ocarina of Time. So I just happened to find the perfect base figure to make the Ocarina of Time version of Impa using the Justice League Action Wonder Woman. So when the perfect base figure falls into your lap, you just kind of have to do it, huh? The first thing I did, of course, after using heat to remove all the parts that I could, again, the torso of the figure, like most Mattel action figures, is made of a harder plastic that won't yield to mere boiling water, so I had to do it with the arms and legs still in their sockets, was to cut off her skirt. Now, this causes a little problem when you cut off her skirt, because that actually fleshed out a lot of Wonder Woman's shape below her waist. So I had to do more than just sculpt in that big hexagonal hole in her back. I also had to, like, kind of fill in Impa's curves, as we should say. Oh, by the way, this is where, now we've seen the figure painted, this is where I can point out something with the official Toy Biz figure. The official Toy Biz figure has Impa painted, like, skin tone all over. Like, they didn't paint the blue suit that she wears underneath her armor. So it kind of creates the impression that, that Impa is kind of not wearing anything under her breastplate. Yeah, because that's appropriate attire for a nanny, isn't it? Wonder Woman's head is a little bit rounder than the standard Legend of Zelda art style, but I figured her features were close enough that I wouldn't have to completely cover it up, because it is a pretty nice face with decently sharp features that are suitable for Impa. And yeah, she is capable of putting on a warm expression like this. Who says that Impa can't smile? So I had to sculpt on her ears and her hair, of course, and then gave it a paint job with some very nice periwinkle locks. And getting all the little details of Impa's face paint was kind of hard. Lots of sharp little points there under her eyes. Very difficult to do. After that, the arms and legs are pretty simple. With the arms, I just sculpted on the little armor bit she has on her forearms and the back of her palms, and then painted them in. And with the legs, I painted in her boots, sculpted in her boots, and then painted that in as well. Did I not make the boots go up high enough? I feel like I made them too short. Let me know in the comments if you think I should sculpt her boots a little bit higher. Alright, but now we've seen all the elements, so let's take a look at the completed figure. Here's a comparison of my Impa next to the Toy Biz one from way back in the day. As you can see, she's a lot taller. She actually scales with the World of Nintendo figures, and she has a lot more articulation. Yep. Because she's based off of that Wonder Woman figure, she has elbows and knees and universal hips and shoulders. And her legs look kind of overly long and skinny because the guys that made this Wonder Woman figure cheated. They were counting on her skirt to cover up her hips so that you wouldn't see how weird they looked. And when I went and cut them off, it made Impa's legs look weird. Like, I got cheated. This was false advertising. Give me back my money, Mattel. But yeah, I kid. Yeah, this is actually a really nice Impa figure. And here, just to show one more time, a comparison to what she looks like next to a current World of Nintendo figure. Yeah, I mean, in Ocarina of Time, a grown-up Zelda was about the same height as Impa, right? I mean, Impa was fairly tall, but it's not like she was as tall as she was in Skyward Sword, so I think this works out. So I have an Impa that now scales with the World of Nintendo line. Isn't that fantastic? I'm still going to make Hyrule Warriors Impa, though. That'll come eventually. Just, you know, there's stuff that's going to come first. Alright, see you later. This is Wakeangel2K1 signing out.